When I was still working as a promodizer at a big mall in the city, there was a food stall I would pass by every day on my way to work. They served delicious meals, and the place was always packed with customers. Every weekend, after my shift from work, I would eat there together with other employees. It was our little tradition, a way to unwind and enjoy good food after a long day. One Monday morning, as I was walking to work, I saw the owner already setting up his food stand like he always did. His name was Mr. Tan, a friendly, middle-aged man who always had a smile on his face. He greeted me warmly, and I waved back, looking forward to the weekend when I could enjoy his food again. The week passed by uneventfully, and soon it was Saturday. My coworkers and I eagerly headed to Mr. Tan's stall after our shift, but something felt off as we approached. The usually bustling stall was eerily quiet, and there was no sign of Mr. Tan. The food stall was closed, with a hastily scribbled sign that read, "Closed due to family emergency." We were disappointed, but decided to eat at another stall nearby. We speculated about what might have happened, hoping everything was okay with Mr. Tan and his family. The weekend ended, and Monday morning came again. As I walked to work, I saw Mr. Tan setting up his stall. I waved at him, but he didn't respond. He seemed preoccupied, his movements slow and mechanical. I shrugged it off, thinking he was just tired. That evening, after work, I passed by his stall again. It was open, but there were no customers. I decided to check on him and ask if everything was okay. As I approached, a strange chill ran down my spine. The air around the stall felt colder, and a sense of unease settled over me. "Mr. Tan?" I called out as I got closer. He looked up at me, his eyes hollow and devoid of their usual warmth. "Ah, you're here," he said in a flat, emotionless tone. "Is everything all right? We were worried when we saw your stall closed over the weekend." He nodded slowly. "Family emergency, as I mentioned, but everything is fine now. Please, have a seat. I'll prepare your favorite meal." Something in his voice made me hesitate, but I sat down, hoping to ease his burden by being a loyal customer. He turned to prepare the meal, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. The atmosphere felt oppressive, and I noticed that the other employees who usually ate here were nowhere to be seen. As I waited, I glanced around and saw an old newspaper sticking out from under a stack of plates. The headline caught my eye: "Local food stall owner found dead in apparent accident." My heart skipped a beat as I read further. The article detailed how Mr. Tan had been found dead in his home the previous Friday, the result of a tragic accident. I felt a wave of nausea as the realization hit me. If Mr. Tan was dead, then who was the man preparing my meal? Slowly, I stood up, trying to keep my movements calm. "Mr. Tan, I just remembered I have to get back to work. I'll come by another time." He turned to face me, and his face was different now, twisted into a sinister grin. "Leaving so soon? But I prepared your favorite just for you." I backed away, my heart pounding. "I'm sorry, I really have to go." Without waiting for a response, I turned and ran. I could hear his laughter behind me, chilling and unnatural. As I sprinted through the mall, I saw a few other employees and quickly told them what I had discovered. They looked at me with a mix of disbelief and fear. The next day, the stall was gone, as if it had never been there. The space it occupied was empty, and no one could recall seeing Mr. Tan since the previous Friday. Rumors spread quickly, and the story of the haunted food stall became a legend among the mall employees. To this day, I can't explain what happened. Was it Mr. Tan's spirit lingering to fulfill his duty, or something far more sinister? All I know is that I never walked that path to work again, and the memory of that chilling encounter still haunts me.